I got proof, I'm not scared.
What's good, people? It's Money Monday and time for another episode of the Mason Jar. Markets are a bit of a mess today, and it's because of the new president's tariffs taking effect. I feel like they're taking effect earlier than most people were expecting, but the tariffs are aimed at three countries in particular that I know of: China, Canada, and Mexico. And the possible fallout that we'll see from this is retaliatory tariffs, cost of goods going up, and the chip trade, which depends on our international relationships. Um, the chip trade is probably going to suffer too, and we've already seen some people selling off in chip stocks before today because of the anticipated tariffs going into place. Now, some opportunities that we may see a higher reliance on domestic stocks, um, especially like Etsy and a few other e-commerce providers, as well as some domestic food companies like ConAgra, CAG. They provide some of the frozen vegetables that you may have in your refrigerator. So, because fresh goods may go up that we import, some of those frozen goods may investment in them may be a good position right now. Now, if you don't already have an account open, you want to consider a few things when you open your accounts. You know, a lot of y'all are getting your tax returns back. You could blow it if you want to, or you could put it wherever you want to. Not everywhere you put it is a blown use of your money. But if you want to take some of that and open your investment account, some things to look at when you open your investment account. You want to look at the minimum opening balance, whether they have a minimum balance that you have to maintain, what their fee schedule is. Do they charge you on a monthly basis? Do they charge you per trade? You also should look at whether or not the core position pays you interest. So, what I mean by your core position, that's where your money sits when you don't have it invested in a stock or CD or ETF. So, you want to see whether or not that position collects interest. You also want to think about other types of accounts that the service offers. So, like one that I like Ally. I like Ally because you could set up a savings account, you could have an interest paying checking account, you could have your trading account also, and you could transfer money easily between your different types of accounts in Ally. And there are other options that allow you to do this also. If you're not ready for that yet, though, and you just want to use an app, you could use an app like Weeble, you could use Stash, you could use Acorns, or one of the others. But if you use one of those retail investing apps, make sure that you make yourself aware of what their fees are. Do they charge you on a monthly basis? Do they charge you per trade? On all of the accounts, you want to make sure you familiarize yourself with whether that or not they have a minimum balance to open your account and a minimum balance that you have to maintain in order to avoid additional fees. But that's it for today. We're jumping rope with our investment. So, like, you don't jump the rope when it's over your head. You don't invest in stocks when they're high. You know, you invest in them when they're down. You jump over the rope when it's down by your feet. So now is a good time to jump in and get started. If you have something that you're looking at and you want to partner on your research, shoot me a message or post in the group. You never know who may be in here and be willing to have a conversation with you or help you with your research or have already researched what you're looking at on their own. But let's get this money. As always, get money, keep money. I'll holler at you next week. Y'all be easy.